Boy, you have the hiccups, don't you, Jason? There you go. Look at you.
You can get your
Look
monkeys.
at you.
Sometimes he like goes after these monkeys. You see the monkey? Get the monkey.
Uh-oh. I think Dalton hears the music.
He's like, hey, I want to play too.
He's bouncing around now.
I want to play too.
He's looking at you. Oh, hiccup.
Oh, that was a good one.
He's squirming around, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. We're so
Oh.
excited.
Oh,
That was
look
a
at him.
good burp.
Look at him.
Nick is the best at
Go.
getting him to giggle.
All right.
That was good, you guys. Wow. Okay, Thanksgiving,
You did jinx each other.
November 2014. Dylan's going to tell a nice family story.
2 nice families.
2. Okay.
The first one,
Yeah, Mom.
the first one is whenever I got punched in the face by these two. The second one is
Who?
when I
Alexis
almost
and
drowned.
Nick.
So first one's gonna be I got punched,
Second one's what?
and when I almost drowned is gonna be the second
Almost
one.
drowned. All
I
right.
almost drowned.
In a bathtub with about an inch of water.
All right, so this is what happened. One day we were in Nick's truck on the way to school. We hadn't left yet. We were about to leave for school, and I was in the front, Alexis in the back. Nick had bucket seats, so she was facing like this way, but I was sitting right here in front of her, facing this way. And all I know is Alexis was being mouthy. Hard to believe, I know, because she's a perfect little angel. But she was mouthing me, and I was like, Alexis, shut up. Alexis, shut up. Alexis, shut up. And I turned around, and while her head was facing this way and her body was facing this way, I pushed her head and I said, shut up. And her head hit the glass. And then she was like, ah. And so, next thing I know, she's coming over the chair like, ah. Right in the face. I'm like, you just punched me in the face. So I'm starting to go back over the chair.
This is all while I'm driving.
All I know is I kind of blacked out for a second, but all I remember seeing is Alexis go, because I was coming over the chair. And then next thing I know, Nick hits me in the face. I'm like, what was that for? He's like, no. I'm like, man, Dad, I'm not going to school today. I got punched in the face twice. She's like, all right, go home. I'm like, thanks for the compassionate answer. I'm fine. Because you were so interested. Kissy face, kissy face, kissy face. So, I text a friend of mine. I'm like, hey man, I'm not going to school today, but I need to ride back home. Can you take me? Yeah, man, no problem. Well, of course I'm not gonna tell Nick, hey dude, I'm going home because you cheap shot at me. That's what's gonna happen. So, we get to school, and I get out of the car and start walking to a friend's car. All of a sudden, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, home. He comes up behind me, pushes me, and I turn around, I push him back. Oh! He hit me again. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. It's about to go down. And so I go to swing, and my friend just happened to get around the car fast enough. I'm back like this, like, ah! And then he grabbed me right before I could. I got punched in the face 3 times. I didn't get to hit nobody. I was like, I better not get grounded today. But that's story number 1.
Great.
Intermission.
You can pause.
Hey, wait. Okay, go.
Alright, so 3 years ago, I went on a cruise with the Baldridge side of my family. Those who shall not be named. But no, I'm just kidding. So I went with my dad, my uncles, and everybody. Went on this cruise. And we were in Mexico somewhere. And my dad was like, hey, let's go snorkeling out in the ocean. First thing you need to know is, I don't like the ocean. There's things in there that can eat you, like alive. I don't like it. You die. Jaws. That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, girl, all right, I'll go in. So I get on my goggles and my snorkel, and I'm out there. I'm like snorkeling. Ooh, fish. So I'm snorkeling. All of a sudden, boom! Big old wave comes, knocks my snorkel underwater. I'm like, I can't breathe, right? So I'm like, I need air. So I go to take in a breath. There's still water in my snorkel. I'm drowning. I'm like, this is not good. So I blow out my snorkel. I need air. So again, another wave hits me. Boom, snorkel back in the water. More water. At this point, I've officially accepted I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drown. It's gonna happen. There's no coming back. There's no turning back. I'm dead. Like, literally in my mind, I remember thinking, my mom is gonna be so mad that I died right now. And
you were right about that.
Literally, I literally remember sitting, like, curling up with my knees in my arms and just sitting like, here it goes, I'm about to die. And then I'm like, wait a second. I'm sitting on the ground. So I stand up. But my dad is like 10 feet away, just looking at me like, I'm like, you didn't see me over here flailing my arms? This is the international sign for I'm drowning. It's on all the pool signs and you didn't see it. So he was like, oh. He goes back to swimming. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let this ruin my day. I'm going to try one more time. So I'm like snorkeling. All of a sudden, I stand up because I'm not going to lie, knocked my snorkel in the water again. But I stood up this time. I can breathe. So as I'm coming up, there was like rocks and stuff at the bottom. My fin got stuck in one of the rocks. So as I'm coming up, I start to fall forward again. But as I do, I see this little fin pop up out of the water about 10 feet away from me. I'm like, on my way down. I'm like, oh no, a shark is coming. I'm gonna die. So I'm trying to get my fin unstuck so I can come back to the top of the surface and at least see my killer before I die. I want to see it coming. So I finally get my thing unstuck. I come back up. The fin's like right in front of me. But it's still the same size. The fish was like this big. But he was a shark in my mind. So I'm like, forget this crap. I'm done with the ocean. So I take off my fins and I start walking up to the shore and whatnot. I get like this far from being out of the water. This far. Freaking crab snaps onto my toe. I pick my foot up out the sand. This thing is still hanging on. So I ripped that thing off and I threw it where the fish shark was. And I'm still here today. So.
Yay, Dylan!
Yay, Dylan! Just so you know, the dad you're talking about is Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Not me.
But
Dad knows the international standard.
And the thing is, that he
Good
would
story.
He would have videotaped.
Okay,
It's
go.
all about how you
I'll have Shelby hold her.
All right, this story is what?
actually, I did flip and turn upside down on this one. This is all about how the time Nick was supposed to hold the freaking chair in front of the stairs, and he let go.
You told us this one the other day.
Yeah, but it's not on video.
So what happened was, it was when we lived in Harrison, Arkansas, and
This is my dad.
whenever we lived on the third floor up in the converted attic area.
Yeah.
And the way the stairs were is there's like stairs right here, and halfway down the stairs was this chimney that jutted out about 1.5 feet. So we were up at the top of the stairs. We had one of those little game chairs that had no legs that rocked back and forth. You know what I'm talking about? Well, Nick would stand behind it and hold it. I would tackle it. Then he would go. He would tackle it. I would hold it. Well, the last time, I'm like, I'm gonna hit this thing. I'm gonna get it. So I sit there, I back up,
Way back.
way back. I take off running, right? I'm like, ha! I dive at this thing. Nick goes, ole! And moves. So I hit the chair, and instead of stopping, like I typically would, with somebody holding on to the chair, I start sliding down the stairs, boom, 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 and then the chair hits one of the steps and flips me upside down, and I go face first into the chimney. That hurt, I'm not gonna lie. So I keep rolling down the stairs. I bust through the door that leads into the kitchen, hit my head on that wall, and then fall off the next step into the dining room. And Nick's just upstairs going, you pointed, man.
That's funny.
You know, I'm surprised we didn't have more medical bills.
Freaking serious.
That's that.
Evan, just tell him you'll pee on him and I'll let you go.
She's gonna pee on you.
Do that thing with her that you did last time where you like
Sign in.
I don't think so. I don't dare try.
First door on the right, pins in the book. Come on, baby.
I don't know what we're doing. This is
I don't know.
Let me get out of the way.
he just throws me. That's all.
Pretty much.
Yay!
Hey, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna pull this table this way and take a picture against that wall.
She wants you to pull it.
And then we're gonna go
There's
spin
drinks
this
on
way.
it still, so be careful.
Here, just hold on to my finger. That way you keep your hand still. Ready? Spin. 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 Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep spinning.
Hey,
No.
so I keep joking that I'm gonna have someone just come over and babysit them, and me and mommy are gonna run away. And they go, "Is Aunt Alexis gonna watch us?"